Okay, today we dive into what Trump's victory means for Bitcoin and the wider crypto market. Now, we're not really a crypto channel, but we do believe in crypto. We do invest in it ourselves, and we are advocates of crypto in general. So I believe it was worth making a video on this just to briefly go over what we think this means. So what does Trump's victory actually mean for Bitcoin and the broader crypto market over the next 4 years? With Trump at the helm, what can we expect for Bitcoin's price regulation in the future of digital currencies? Stick around as we're going to break it down right now. So first, let's talk about what's really going to happen in the short term under Trump. One of the biggest impacts Trump could have on Bitcoin and crypto is his approach to regulation. Now, we know Trump has always been a fan of deregulation. That's a major win for the crypto space. Here's the deal. Trump's presidency likely means less government interference and more freedom for crypto projects. Without heavy-handed regulations, crypto companies and investors can now operate more freely, or will be able to operate more freely. That means fewer restrictions for businesses in the space, which could fuel innovation and lead to more startups, new products, and services. This is great to startups in space because they won't have to worry as much about navigating complicated and often unclear crypto regulations. In turn, we could see more new projects, including DeFi protocols, NFT platforms, and more Bitcoin adoption across industries. Now let's talk about the economy under Trump. Now we all know Trump has historically favored tax cuts and spending to stimulate growth. This could lead to an increase in inflation, especially if his policies involve large-scale government spending. And when inflation rises, what happens? Well, people start looking for alternatives to the dollar, of course. Enter Bitcoin. Bitcoin thrives when inflation looms, acting as a hedge against the weaker dollar, along with gold, of course. As more people get concerned about inflation devaluing their savings, Bitcoin becomes an even more attractive option. The more inflation concerns grow under Trump, the more we could see individuals and institutions flock into Bitcoin as a store of value. Another short-term impact, as we can expect from Trump's win, is a potential surge in institutional adoption. Why? Well, with fewer regulations, traditional investors and institutions will feel more confident in entering the crypto space. Think about it. Fewer regulations, fewer regulatory hoops to jump through makes it much easier for hedge funds, asset managers, and even big banks to allocate more funds into Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. But when these institutions start pouring money into crypto, we often see a massive price surge. So in short term, Trump's presidency could see Bitcoin's price jump as institutional buying pressure increases. The demand from larger players will likely push the price up, especially as more mainstream adoption occurs. Looking at the medium term, what can we expect in the next 2-3 years of Trump's presidency? Well, one of the key benefits could be growing sense of stability in the markets, even if the economy is unpredictable. Why? Because the regulatory landscape will likely stay consistent and business-friendly, allowing markets to mature. With more clarity around regulations, we could see an influx of long-term investors, not just traders looking for a quick profit. More businesses might start accepting Bitcoin, and crypto could integrate further into the financial system. So while we might see some wild price swings, the overall market could become more stable as Bitcoin becomes a more trusted asset class. While traveling focus on policies that push for a stronger domestic economy, the continued depreciation of the dollar could make BTC an even more attractive alternative to the dollar in the eyes of a global investor. As the crypto space becomes more trusted and with fewer barriers to entry, we could see Bitcoin become a mainstream asset for investors and consumers alike. That means Bitcoin could be used for payments, savings, and even investments by everyday people. And with more businesses and financial institutions on board, Bitcoin could shift from being a speculative asset to a core part of the global financial system. So in summary, what does Trump's victory mean for Bitcoin over the next 4 years? In short term, we're looking at less regulation, increased institutional adoption, and possibly a surge in Bitcoin price due to inflation concerns. In the medium term, we can expect more stability, growing confidence in the market, and Bitcoin becoming a bigger hedge against the dollar. The long-term impact, well, Bitcoin's mainstream integration could be in full swing, thanks to deregulation and greater trust in digital currencies. So what do you think? Will Trump's presidency send Bitcoin to the moon? Or do you see any risks ahead? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.